Okay, so good afternoon to all of you. My name is Priyojit Sen, and I am the faculty of the Department of Computer Application, MACOUT. So today I will teach you about operating system, and so I am going to start from the very basic because today is the first class. Wait. So can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, okay, so what we will study in the introduction first, that is about the operating system, what is operating system, and what is the organization and architecture of operating system, and also the computer system, because we know that still someone is trying to join it. So because we know that in a computer we have two different types of component. One is the hardware and the other one is the software. So operating system is a kind of software, that is a system software that will help the computer to work and to communicate with the computer hardware. Means the computer user can communicate with the computer hardware by the help of this operating system. Now we will also study about the operations performed by the operating system, and the process management, memory management, then storage management, and the security protection, etc. Then the kernel data structure, and then the computing environment and open source operating system. So all these are the part of the introduction that we will study one by one. So what is the objective to study this particular portion? That is actually to provide the tour about the major components of the operating system, means what we have actually in operating system subject, and then to give the overview of the many types of computing environments. Means that we know that there are different types of computing environment, so we have to know, we have to learn about them, how they are working and what is their architecture, etc. And then we have to explore several operating system, means like Windows, Linux, and then other Solaris operating system is there also. Okay, so we have to understand that, means iOS also there. Okay, so that is used in the Apple devices, so that we have to also understand. Okay, now we are coming that what is operating system. So operating system is a system software, I told you that one. So that is actually the intermediary between the computer hardware and the user, because we know that the computer do not understand our language. Means if we are talking in Bengali or in English or Hindi, that is not understood by the computer itself. For that, we have to take an intermediate medium, and that will interact between the user and the hardware. So this intermediate medium is the operating system, which will be a software, and that will take the direction from the user, and it will direct the computer hardware to work accordingly. Now operating system goal is what? That is to execute the user programs and make solving the user problems easier. Means when a particular user will give a particular program, that is a user program, that will be executed by the operating system, and different problems which the computer user is facing, that also to be solved easily. Okay, next is that it make the computer system convenient to use. Means as I have told that computer hardware do not understand our language. So if we talk in Bengali or in English or in Hindi, that will not be understood by the computer system. Okay, for that operating system is there which will make the computer system convenient to use for the computer user, and this will use the computer hardware in efficient manner. So not only the CPU, also it will manage the memory and the IO devices. Okay, so there are four different functions of the operating system. One is the input output device management, the other one is the memory management, the other one is the processor management, and also the file management. Okay, so file is a separate part. If we are talking about the hardware devices, then the input output devices, memory devices, and the processing device, okay, so that are efficiently managed by the operating system. Now we can see that, so a computer system has four different components. First one is the hardware, where we have CPU, memory, IO devices, etc. These are the main components. Okay. Operating system is there. Operating system is a system that will that I have told that the hardware and the application program is there and the user is there. So first of all, the user will use an application program like Notepad, Paint, Microsoft Word, or any other application program. Now these application programs will actually take the input from the user and it will pass to the computer hardware through the help of this operating system. So this operating system has the function to control and coordinate the use of the computer hardware. Okay, and how it will be used? It will be used by different or various applications like application programs and various users. Okay, next one is the application program. So as I have told that that application programs must be there so that the computer user can work with the computer, with the computer. Okay, so suppose you want to write a letter, what will you do? You will go to MS Word and you will write that one. So that is a word processor. If you are going to run a program, then you have to take the help of the compiler and run that one. Then if you are going for the surfing internet, then you have to take the help of the web browser and surf internet from there. So in this way, different applications has different application programs, and you have to take the help of that program to run the program. And then users. So users can be anything, like a person can be a user, a people, machine can also be a user, and other computers can be also user. So this may happen that some output of a particular computer or the operating system is the input for another computer. Okay, so in that case, this may happen that machines, people, and the computer user, they are also the user of the computer system. Okay, in a computer system we have four components. First one is the user. So there are n number of users, suppose user 1, user 2, user 3 up to user n number of users, and they are using different application programs. For example, they are using compiler, they are using assembler, text editor, or database system, etc. Now, so these application programs and the system programs are there, like compiler, assembler, these are kind of system programs. Okay, when we are using that one in a particular software like Turbo C, if you are using Turbo C in the Windows environment, or GCC in the Linux environment, or any other program, so when we are writing the program, that is actually a particular editor. So that editor is a kind of application program. But when you are calling a specific program to convert the high level language to its corresponding machine level language, then you have to take the help of the system program like compiler or assembler or your interpreter, like that. Okay, so these programs are the system programs that are actually intimately related with the computer hardware, and the application programs are installed by the computer user. They can uninstall them if the particular program is not required anytime. Okay, now the operating system is there in the next level. You can see that one, operating system. So operating system take the input from the application programs. Okay, whatever the application and the system program is there, from there the operating system is taking the input, and it is giving the instruction to the computer hardware like processor, memory, IO devices, etc., to perform the corresponding action. Now you see what operating system do actually. So there are different functions. I have told already, the functions are explained there. It is written here that it helps the user to use and perform with the computer very efficiently and very easily. So it is making the computer to use conveniently actually. Okay, also it helps in resource utilization. Means if you have your costly processor, costly RAM, etc., how to efficiently use that particular costly resources so that the resource